Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team ended up in a universe where apparently a lot of other travelers from other universes end up. Locals weren't too happy with it, but there was a guy named Zatratzi who, this elf who said, hey, you can stay with me while you're here. He apparently welcomes in travelers. Our heroes were deeply suspicious at first, but eventually were like, okay, fine, we'll deal with it. Anyways, things worked out great right up until Zatratzi and one of the other people traveling were murdered, and it turns out that the people who murdered them were in fact Babbitts from an alternate universe, which was really disappointing to Amy because she was so excited to see a version of one of her friends from back home. Anyways, team fought one of the Babbitts. Amy ended up grabbing him and hoisting him up in the air and is currently flying around with him over 100 feet in the air, and use that to threaten him and have him reveal where the other two Babbitts ran off to with the Stone of Trancura that they also stole from our hero's truck. All of that makes sense? I don't know. Right now, the Babbitt they defeated told them the other guys were in the shed, and Amy's dangling one of the Babbitts still by his belt, over 100 feet in the air. I think that makes... That's the best recap you're getting. There you go. I don't know. It's when they get to the shed. Is the Stone of Trancura there?
So you come to the shed. What are you doing with it?
I land it again in kind of a wild manner where Dee definitely has control, but could conceivably see Liz as being afraid of whatever it is that she's doing.
Okay.
All right, let's find the rock.
So you go in the shed, and there are the two other Babbitts. They are loading some stuff onto another one of these platforms. There's you can see that there is several boxes and a somewhat larger computer, like laptop size, that they've got on there. Yeah, and they look at you and go, "Well, fuck! God damn it!
Freeze, bad bitches!"
They don't freeze. Let's everyone
Really proud of
roll.
that one too.
So everyone rolling initiative right now?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me roll initiative.
That's fine.
That is a bad initiative score is what that is. I have an initiative of 4.
Oof.
Because I rolled a 1, but thankfully rolling a 1 on initiative is not punishable.
Okay.
I got a 9.
All right.
10.
Okay.
Don't forget to keep Liz in this combat because we need
Yep,
her.
I got it.
Also, what are the rest of these people doing? We know we know the one guy's holding spare Babbitt, although at this point he could just break him in half and no one would care.
Yeah, he was still on his way to wherever you were leading.
Well, the light is still shining where I am, and now I'm
Okay, then-
I was
then
heading
he's-
back
then-
towards the shed.
Yeah, then now he's on his way back. But, not fast.
Oh, man.
The other two had gone back to the cabins. Pell and Rugosa.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm sorry, Obi, what was your
10.
10? Okay. Then, Obi, you go ahead.
Do I see the stone, like our stone, anywhere?
No, but there are 3 boxes that definitely look like they would be of the proper size.
Okay. And there's just 2 Babbitts in here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because the third one is in my hand.
Yep. It's Wizard Babbitt and Pirate Babbitt.
I'll just shoot Pirate Babbitt.
Okay.
Oh, I did roll a 10 though.
Oh, okay.
So that's a crit success on an attack roll.
Yeah, that just means you automatically hit, no matter
Yep.
what you hit.
Whee.
Okay.
And damage is 7.
Okay. You hit him, but it doesn't really do much.
Okay.
And he doesn't really seem to notice. And D.
Gonna take a shot at Wizard Babbitt.
Okay.
That is a 7.
And you miss.
Damn it.
So yeah, you shot him with your gun. Okay.
Why am I so bad at the one thing that I specialize in today? Other than driving. Oh god, am I good at driving anymore? Hey Liz, am I good at driving?
You were fine. You were fine. You were great. Yeah. Yeah. And Wizard Babbitt will, in retaliation, fire off a fireball at D. And
Shit biscuits.
let's see.
How tall is the shed, would you say? Like, how high off the ground is the roof of the shed?
It's 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if something is worth doing.
Right.
Nah, not quite enough. All right, not worth doing. Is it my turn?
No. Now the
Oh, okay. Both Babbitts go between me and
yeah.
D. Okay.
Pirate Babbitt is fiddling with some with a phone. And Liz will fire her gun at Wizard Babbitt. Let's see. And she hits. That's a 10. Okay, and yeah, he definitely gets he gets injured.
Okay. All of these mysteries of not knowing what any numbers are. So that should be me next, right? Or is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
you.
Great. So I'm going to take my movement and effectively my dash action and rise another 50 feet up. So to take me to 180 feet. And as a free action, I'm going to let go over the ground.
Oh, shit.
So the Babbitt I was holding should take 4d6 damage.
Okay. I need to get out a d6.
Like a d6.
Okay. Yeah. He's not doing good.
How much does he take? God damn it, I need to know.
I mean, he soaks, right?
No.
Oh, he does. Oh, he does not. Okay, then yeah, he's not doing good.
Yeah.
He took 9.
Okay, good. That
Yeah.
feels worth it to do 9 damage in a round.
Right. Okay.
Look, it took me a lot of rounds to get high, so.
Okay.
But
Let's say things also heard outside of Pink Floyd concerts.
Okay.
First, I'm 180 feet in the air right now.
Yeah. Okay, Obi.
Does Pirate Babbitt have a peg leg?
Do you want him to?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, thank you. Because I'd like to sweet move, get a running start, do like a baseball slide, and kick his peg leg out from under him. Because my goal is to try to get to the boxes behind them.
Okay. I like that. And he is that a sweep move?
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
a sweet move.
Yep. Okay. I mean, I said I like it.
Yeah,
I
yes,
also like
vote.
it.
Sorry,
Okay.
yes, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Sorry about that.
Then yeah, he goes tumbling. You are now at the boxes.
Cool.
And he's like, "Ah, shit, God, asshole."
Rude.
Arr.
Rude. And also, you're a terrible pirate.
Not even a playable archetype anymore. It's just driver. You drive her twice. No, he was the thief first.
Still got your sea legs, buddy? Nah.
And then the D, I think.
Yeah, D.
Yeah, D.
All right.
So you got Wizard Babbitt, who is there. He took some damage, and Pirate Babbitt is on the like.
Does
on the
Wizard
platform,
Babbitt
but,
have like a
like,
wand
throw.
out or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sweet move. I wanna bullseye his wand. I wanna like break it in half.
Okay.
Just like
I just want to remind you that wands are completely arbitrary for this system. They are not a required component of any magic. They are flavor only.
okay, then I change
Well, the
my
shards could
statement.
hit him in the face.
I
I know.
going
Well,
to-
and I'm fine with it for,
Shoot him in the wand hand.
I'm gonna shoot him
Yeah.
in the wand hand. Yeah, I want to do that.
All right, great.
So
Okay.
Was that a sweet move or just an attack?
That's a sweet move.
Okay,
then I
then
vote that it works.
sure, yeah,
Works.
great.
So that's
Well, what does he take?
your level plus
That
your
would be
range.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt him then. So yeah, that's 4.
Okay, great. And yeah, his it goes right through that hand. He drops the wand. He's like bent over, holding it. Oh, all right, fine. You want your frickin' rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, yes. Why is this surprising?
great. Wizard Babbitt goes over to the boxes. He takes the lid off one of them, puts the lid back, goes over to another one, takes the lid off, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, there it is. You can have it."
I want to investigate it.
Correct.
Or,
Yeah.
Well,
sorry, I was playing D&D last night. I want to double check that it's our stone.
It's cracked. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the cracked one.
Cool.
Yeah.
we're still in combat though, aren't we?
Yes. But they are not currently doing combat. So if you would like to do something,
Yes.
okay.
Because I am exactly 180 feet directly over a Babbitt who's flat on his ass, and who I just dropped, and I'm very angry.
All right.
I am going to. It's so awkward me holding the shotgun. I really should have gotten rid of it at some point because I'm going to have to do this with my other hand. I'm unclipping a punch dagger from my belt. See, here's the great thing about gravity is that even though I don't have 180 feet of movement, I can just let myself start dropping while still technically flying so I can slow myself down at the end. And you fall in 6 seconds about like 540 feet. So I only have to let myself start falling for a moment to make most of the distance and then slow down. So I can get down to the ground within my movement easily. 'Cause math. And what I'm going to do is, though, I'm going fist first as I am going to attempt to plunge my punch dagger right into the Babbitt on the ground. Now, this is a regular attack, so he's got a chance to dodge.
Yeah.
Not a great roll. Does a 9 hit?
It does hit.
Ooh. Let's see how much damage I do. Well, fuck me. That's a nat 1.
Okay. Well,
I apparently like hit a cigarette case in his pocket or something or whatever bullshit.
okay. That was not effective, and he looks absolutely terrified that you did this.
Yeah, but to everybody else who saw me, it looked really dumb. I just want to point this
Yeah.
out according to the rules.
Yeah.
He can be terrified.
Yep.
But I look dumb.
Okay. Liz says, "Amy, they gave up." Obi, are you going to do anything?
They murdered 2 people.
I'm gonna grab the stone and yell and talk over comms. I got it! I got it!
They
I'm gonna heft
murdered
that sucker to the truck.
Zatratzi and that guy who looked like John Hamm.
Yes, and that is done. Nothing can bring them back.
What's your point?
You're going for revenge right now?
Oh my God! What
I
is
just think it'd be
wrong
nice
with
to
you?
know why.
Look, I'm not saying that nothing should happen to them. I'm just saying maybe don't kill them right now.
The why does seem kind of valid, yeah. I'm curious.
I toss Liz my shotgun because I don't want to carry it anymore. And I'm just
Okay.
like standing over the Babbitt on the ground, like one leg on either side of him,
All right.
punch daggers in my hand. And just for flavor, not really using a spell, but a little bit of psychic flame starts roiling around the punch daggers.
Okay. Liz.
Maybe my eyes start glowing.
Liz has her gun trained on whichever Babbitt is nearest to her, pirate Babbitt, and says, "Why did you do this?"
A little bit of blood still trickling down my arm from where I've been shot.
And pirate Babbitt just says, "We all wanted to go home. We've been doing this forever, and we wanted to go home."
And that justifies murder?
Pirate Babbitt takes out a phone, one of these clear phones from this world, and throws it on the ground. Liz will go and get it.
I feel like you could just say words and not just like throw shit on the ground. We're fucking adults here, except for Obi. When the 10-year-old kid is acting more like an adult than you need to fucking get your priorities. Liz, what's on the goddamn phone?
So Liz starts scrolling through the app or whatever that Pirate Babbitt had up on the phone. Oh, okay. So Zatratzi's been doing this for years. He has been scanning like the vehicles that come through to make sure that they're not poisoning the atmosphere. But he's also been scanning all the crystals and other devices that people have been using to transfer dimensions. He's got so much data, and I don't know what to do with what we could do with it at all. I don't know how it works, but I think was the idea to map the multiverse? And Pirate Babbitt just nods.
Okay. So? If I had access to that data, I'd be doing that too. What are you talking about?
Well, we wanted to go home. We wanted to, and we figured if we have as many of these stones as we can and the data, then we can, figure out which way to go.
You can't steer a stone of Trankura.
No, but there are stones that he scanned that also had data about doors and other tears, and it's just, we wanted to go home, and we figured that we can't go directly there, but we can figure out which way to go once we get to a place. I don't know.
That sounds like a reason to pick who you hitch a ride with, not a reason to murder somebody. Fucking selfish piece of shit. These were people's lives, and all you cared about was your own. What makes your life more valuable than his?
It's mine.
Wow, that's got like not the good kind of nihilist. Real fast. Shit.
How long have you been traveling?
Regular Babbitt gets up and he's like,
The one I'm
I've been
standing
doing-
over?
yeah.
Okay.
He tries to get up. He goes, I've been doing this for 600 years.
So the only thing you're missing out... Okay. There's some mechanical things. Do you even remember home?
I mean, I know that the worlds I've been to haven't been home.
Would you know if you got there?
I think so.
Seems to me like the only goal of getting home is just the ability to grow old and die. At this point, it's such an insignificant part of the life you've lived.
Yeah, like, what are you guys even doing this
can't
for
be.
anymore?
And if the point is just so you can go die, we can help you with that.
So, Obi has hefted the Stone of Trancora to the truck.
Okay, you're gone. All right.
And
Assuming they
has-
didn't
and-
break anything, he should just be able to plug it back in. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Okay.
It should just be able to,
If-
like, fit
if
in
you
and it'll just snap in.
Yeah, if you showed him like how it snaps in, he'd probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, bing bonk."
It's it should be very obvious. If you know how to plug in a battery, you can plug in the Stone of Trancora into the holder.
Cool. Yeah, he definitely knows how to do that.
Yeah.
So he does that, and he scampers back, and he just comes up to the Babbitts and is like,
Hey, maybe it's time for you to find a new home.
Or again, if you want to die, you can just kill yourself.
Hey, shush.
I'm just saying.
I know you're just saying, but
he
let me
murdered
just say
2
something
people.
else.
He did murder 2 people. They murdered people, and I think we should hand them over to the people of this world.
Oh, how do you think that's going to work out? What happens when... First off, what happens to any outsider crossing this world now that the people who... God, so everyone who comes here, like, they're all like, oh, Zatratzi's going to take care of it. Zatratzi's going to take care of it. What do you think they do when you find out that an off-worlder murdered Zatratzi? How do you think that's going to what do you think is going to happen to every single person who crosses into this world after this point? Do you think they're just going to be like, oh, we'll just leave them alone?
Okay, I get your point. Okay.
I don't know what we do right now, but we're really fucked right now.
Yeah.
Okay, situation's bad.
Okay, we've got 4 days here. we need to get that far, and then we can go to our universe, another universe, and then we're done
As
with
I
them.
see it, we
But
have
until
two good
then,
options.
we have to make sure that they don't escape or something, and we need to make
we
sure
have
that
two good options right now.
the
can
residents
either-
of this world don't figure out what happened.
Well,
Okay.
We can help them set up a new system, or we can, hear me out, weekend at Zatratsi's.
Well, it's my my worst idea is find out if anyone has magical disguise or a spy.
There's so many people who know magic. One of them has to know.
Right? Just convince someone to stay here forever and pretend to be Zatratzi?
I mean, the alternative is we could make a Zatratzi puppet out of his corpse and then just kind of like wheel it around and pretend that he's in charge of things. And then when we leave, it's not our problem.
I'm just sort of staring at D. Oh, I forgot my eyes are still glowing too. So yeah, my eyes are kind of glowing with white fire as I'm just kind of staring at you with a what expression?
I don't think that's an option, D.
To be fair, Amy, you did have the bad guy as kind of a meat puppet on a stick in that one world we were in, so it's not too far-fetched.
Yeah, there's precedent for it.
When did I do that?
I don't think it will work in the long term because the body will start to decay.
Yeah. When did I do that? Oh, that's right. Like, oh yeah, that doesn't count. That was just the head on a stick and me doing a voice. Fuck. Do you know how many countless lives you dumb shits have endangered?
And like, it's really just gonna like, just looking at the situation we're in now, this is just dominoes. It's not gonna get better.
Has like that I forget his name, the one who's the same species as Melby finally shown up?
Yeah, he's walking out of the woods with a Babbitt.
Also, what's up with bothering to make fake U's? I mean, like, I get the like.
They were just doing stuff while we were busy. They were getting things ready.
You got some real issues, you know that? Like, that's fucked up.
Hard agree.
So I'm sure Amy remembers the name of this guy's, like, my brain is freezing on the name of this, the Melby guy.
Drozo.
Drozo, thank you. Yeah, because in character, Amy would remember that. It's just
Yeah.
Trey is brain-addled. Drozo, we have a problem.
Oh, okay.
It's a big problem, Drozo. Giving you a heads up.
All right.
bad.
So first off, I'm assuming they've got everybody's magical stones that we've been using to travel.
Okay.
And but we need to figure out what to do since they killed Zatratzi. Because it pretty much guarantees that everyone who ends up stuck in, like, accidentally stumbling into this dumb universe is pretty much gonna have a target on their back from now on. If the word gets out Zatratzi's been killed.
That is a problem.
You wouldn't happen to know anyone capable of doing magical disguises who'd be willing to just move in here and never leave? And I kind of make like a awkward. I don't know how to explain the expression that I just instinctively made that I feel like Amy must have made. It's like an almost grimace, but with yeah.
Well, I mean, I could do it.
Would you be willing to?
I mean,
You
big
say
thing to
never
ask
leave,
you,
but you
Well, I
mean
mean,
be a
the-
Zatratzi?
For the lifespan of an elf.
Yeah, that's fine.
really? You're good with this, Drozo? I mean, like, don't want to seem like we're pawning this off on you.
Well, I mean, like, we should ask
No, we're
everybody
absolutely
who's
pawning
here.
this off on you.
No, we should ask everybody who's here to see if, anyone else is willing to do it too. I'm just, we're trying to get a 10-year-old home, and also none of us know how to are really proficient with that spell right now.
I'm not proficient with any spells.
Yet you're the one who ended up working at a magical university briefly.
Yeah, funny story that. Imagine it would have been easier if I wasn't left on my own, but that's all right. We're not going to focus on that right now. We're going to focus on replacing
Zatratzi.
the Trotzi.
Okay. Drozo lets go of the fake Babbitt, and
Look at Wizard Babbitt. Dispel that, please.
okay, yeah, and he just does a little gesture with his hand, and the fake Babbitt melts into a puddle of
Yeah.
gray goo, and then just dissolves.
Why does it have to be gross?
I-
Like, Morph just kind of shimmered away. Like, Morph just shimmers away, and so does...
Yeah.
No, but this guy melts into goop. That
Yep.
then dissolve. Oh,
It's
my
okay.
God.
I didn't need to sleep tonight anyway. This is fine.
It was like way too Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Drozo's void face, the skin around where his face would be begins to just peel back, and the void envelops his entire head and down to his body, and then and just envelops his entire self, and then another void opens up at his face, and there's the face of Zatratzi, and it just sort of peels back, and before you know it, there's Zatratzi just standing there in front of you.
Shit.
That was kind of hot, I'll admit it. Thanks, Drozo.
It's fine.
Yeah. That's Is it?
How long do elves live?
About like 125 years.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, and I don't know how old Zatratzi was. He was an adult,
Yeah, let's
so...
figure it out.
I mean, he had to be at least 30. Anybody? D, how old do you think he was?
Oh, what would Dee's informed opinion be of Zatratzi's age looking at him?
Low 30s.
Yeah, he was like in his low 30s, so he
Yeah.
was a pretty, like a baby.
Well, not a baby. I mean, it's...
No, I
It's
know.
not.
I'm just by elf standards,
I mean, how old are you, D?
a toddler.
That... Dude, I'm like a quarter elf. There are so many elves in my family. What are
Look,
you talking
I did.
about?
We're not gonna. We're not. It's impolite to ask a lady her age, for starters. So
you're-
let's
that's-
not.
So what, you're over 50?
No, I am not.
60? I'm trying to think about what point someone would get offended. Like, let's remember, like, Kel was like 25. Like, it's...
Yeah, so I've been under the assumption that elves don't actually like age differently. They just get older.
Like
They just live longer.
They live longer. They age slower. Like Cal at 25, but like you get to adulthood at relatively the same speed.
Yeah.
But you just like look like you're in. You do look like you're in your 20s, probably until like your 40s. You know, it's just like so you look like and then you look like you're fucking, Elrond and Lord of the Rings age until you're probably about like 80 or 90, and then you start aging. Like that's kind of how I always worked it out. Like you look like you're in your 20s until you hit 40s, and then from 40s you start looking like you're in your 40s until you get to like 80 or something like that, and then your hair goes white and you look like Tom Baker in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're not even gonna. We're not.
That was Trey talking. in the world building. With a specific reference point for a person who was playing an elf in a movie that was old.
You know what? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I am, in my mid-30s. It's none of your business if I am. Maybe it's a thing.
Okay, so
I kind of want to know how old you are now.
Now, none of your business. That's how old.
How old are you,
None
D?
yet.
D, I can get a hold of your driver's license.
it doesn't matter how old she is.
God.
Well, no, you should know how old she is, Liz. You had her paperwork.
Yes.
How old
It
is
doesn't
she?
matter. How old
Wait,
is
isn't
she?
the paperwork in the truck? The paperwork's in the
going through-
truck. The paperwork is in the back. Is in the like the map holder thing in the back seat of the
The
truck.
important thing
Oh
is
my
that
God!
I
I'm gonna
don't
find out
age
how old you
normally
are.
Because I'm already an elf plus HRT. I basically don't age anyway, so
That's
it doesn't
not-
really matter.
That's like I know I'm gonna age a little slower, but screw it, girl. I'm gonna go look. Tell me how old you are.
35.
Really?
A little bit.
I mean, you look good for 35.
Thank you.
Is D seriously 35?
I think. Well, I think he's just making things up at this point. I don't know actually how old I wanted he to be. Oh. Okay, fine. Look. I was supposed to turn 30 before we entered the stupid portal thing. I was
Okay.
already insecure about the fact that I haven't, accomplished anything, and I'm, still basically a transient elf driver who doesn't talk to her parents anymore.
You got a job
know.
at a massively important firm that, like, is responsible for saving the world multiple times. You're doing
Yeah.
fine. What are you worried about schedule? Like, I mean, I might be at a slightly higher pay rate because I'm a wizard. Like, you make a decent. You got, like, if we hadn't gotten pulled off into another reality, which, by the way, is doing something, by the way, surviving a multiverse trip. But, like, just because you hadn't accomplished what you think, you're not.
Look,
What?
it's a whole thing. We're not going to worry about it too much.
You don't need to do anything on anyone else's schedule. It's just like Amy's like 23 and saying this. It's like, this is ridiculous. It's like, I'm sorry, just be the player looking, but like, this is this 23-year-old like college grad, like, God. I feel like Amy reassuring someone that they've done enough is just a weird thing to happen. Oh, Amy's done so much more at that age than I did. Also, it's just kind of funny watching her, like, the mental picture, because she's still holding a punch dagger with glowing eyes. Which she has not stops doing because she's forgotten her eyes are glowing with fire. Anyway, so we need to figure out what to do with these 3 Babbitts.
Yeah.
You know, there's a large body of water we could drop them in.
Oh god. Okay. That's an option.
I mean, or we could tie them up, drag them to another universe, and strand them there with no way to go anywhere. Because if we leave them here at this Nexus point, and we leave them alive, there's a high chance that they'll escape to the multiverse and go somewhere else. But if we drop them off in another universe, or have someone do that, then they won't be able to leave.
That's a better option.
I like that more.
You're just going to strand us in some universe. You don't even know what universe it could be.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, in the end, you'll probably end up meeting this guy named Gabo, and he'll offer you a job, and you'll be a total nightmare for everyone. But, you know, statistically, that could take a couple 100 years.
Okay, so we keep them captive somehow for the next 4 days. And then...
Well, I mean, unless someone else wants to drop them off.
That's possible.
Or we could split them up.
That's an option.
Drop the 3 of them off in separate universes where they won't know anyone either and have to survive on their own.
Honestly, they'll probably do better with that way. It would be weird. People would see 3 identical goblins.
They would just assume triplets or brothers. I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Worst case scenario, their harm is minimized.
But yeah, I think they're less likely to be able to organize if they're separate.
True.
Maybe he'll get lucky and land in Morris Halata. Meet a quote-unquote divorcee who totally killed her husband, get together with her, cheat on her, and then get murdered.
What's Obi doing?
Honestly, and this is mainly because I feel this way, he's taking a nap. He fell asleep because, like, isn't it late?
Yeah. It is.
It's the middle of the night, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, it's the middle of
Is he
the
in the
night.
car, or did he go into one of the cabins?
Yeah, he went back to the car to plug in the stone.
He plugged in the stone, and then he, like, crawled in the back seat and fell asleep.
Okay. Great. I love that. He's a sweetie.
He's just like, I don't care about what you people are talking about. I'm tired. I go to bed.
Okay. So
yeah, what are we doing? Yeah. So
we've got these 3 who we need to just get to another universe, and do we want to go back over to the cabins, see what Pel and Rigosa think?
yeah, I think that's what we need to do.
Okay.
Yeah. best thing we can do right now.
You hear Obi talking in his sleep over comms. Tie him up and put him in the shed.
He needs to be guarded.
Liz is gonna float the platform with all the boxes of rocks on over to the cabins.
I think my flight just wore off, so I can't keep flying. I gotta actually walk places. But I may just still pick up Babbitt and carry him by the back of his belt.
Sure.
The one Babbitt, because I am strong.
Okay. So yeah, you would find the two of them in one of the cabins. I think probably Pell is asleep on the couch, and so Rugosa the elf would answer the door.
Oh yeah, so I'm assuming Drozo's with us.
Yeah. Oh right. Oh my God, Trotzy.
That's Drozo. Okay. With Zatratzi dead, we think that pretty much any traveler who ends up getting stranded in this world, or dropped in this world, or crossing through this world is pretty much fucked if the locals find out that Zatratzi was murdered by an off-worlder. And I just lift up Babbitt in the air. You know, this piece of shit.
Right.
Anyways, so Drozo has volunteered to be Zatratzi for a while.
So it was the Babbitts. They did.
Yeah, it was this piece of shit. Again, I lift him up.
So are we gonna kill them?
So what we're thinking is that we drop them off in another universe and leave them there. Splitting them up. It's every traveler who's leaving through here takes one, drops them off in a universe, and leaves without them.
Okay.
Because if we leave them here, because I mean, if you want to kill them, I guess that can go back on the table.
You seem to have figured this out. I mean, we can.
It's just an
do
idea.
Your thing.
I'm here. It's just what we were talking about, but I'm open. We're open to other ideas. It's just that's what we were thinking. But obviously, it would need the agreement of everybody for us to take that plan.
Pell. Pell on the couch wakes up and is very confused. And Rugosa explains what happened, that these goblins killed the guy she had been traveling with for 40 years.
Oof.
And
yeah, if you want to kill him, that's fine. I'm good with that. Some other people seemed morally opposed to it, so I was taking a,
I don't know. I want them. I want them dead, but I
could just fly them straight up.
That sounds awful.
It's got to get high enough, and they're just boom dead.
Okay. No. We can split them up. Different universes. That seems fine. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do that.
But also, if you want to kill one of them, that's cool too.
I don't want to kill.
Okay.
No.
That's fine. I just don't want to make it seem like I'm making decisions for you.
Thank you. So Drozo, you're staying here, right? Okay. Well, I was planning on going with Drozo. I guess that's not happening. Pell? And Pell's like, yeah, I can. You can come with me. It's fine. We will go together. We can take 2 of the Babbitts, I guess.
Okay, and we can take the third.
Yeah. All right.
Works for me.
And we'll just.
This one seems to be the leader.
Okay. So what are we going to do with them until? I mean, I don't want to leave till morning at least.
Tie them up. Someone has to watch them.
That's fine. I'll watch them.
Let's go get some duct tape. I 100% have duct tape. In the truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's taken care of. You duct tape up the Babbitts. The stones get put back. Yeah. Is there anything that anyone else wants to do right now?
I think I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, this is a lot.
Obi?
Obi's still sleeping, so he's good.
Okay. So at the end of the night, when the 4 of you, I guess, would be heading toward a. Well, you know what? Let's skip to the morning, and at that point, Hel and Rugosa get into Fargo's his pickup truck with his camper, and they've got 2 of the Babbitts with them, and a portal opens up in front of them, and they drive on through. And at that point, Liz is like, seriously, Amy? If you have something to say to me, just say it, instead of airing our bullshit to every random fuckboy. I know that I'm the bad guy here, but I am sick of your petty sniping comments. It's too bad that map didn't work, so we could just get that boy back home, and I wouldn't have to ever deal with you again. Also,
so Amy seriously doesn't remember what she said.
She told Babbitt that Liz was bad in bed. Also, if I'm bad in bed, it's because you are a bad teacher, because I am fucking great at it the other way. D, I fucked up. I panicked and didn't know what to do, while also trying to cling to some bullshit abstract principles, and completely fucked you over, and you have no reason to ever forgive me for that, and I know that, but I am sorry, okay? Obi, just keep being you. You're great.
Amy is
and
just
Liz,
kind of really confused right now.
And Liz walks into her cabin.
Did I tell Babbitt that?
Oh yeah, you did.
She's not bad in bed. That's not.
I mean,
really, that wasn't the problem.
You told Babbitt that.
Oh boy, I was mad.
Ooh. Yeah.
How do you explain to your ex that you were lying to someone who you thought you were gonna try to hook up with?
No comments. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yeah.
Someone here's got something to drink.
There's like 20 bottles of booze right over there.
Yeah, there's
Exactly.
even Extrema and other things.
And D is way too sober for whatever the fuck that was.
So I think the next 3 days are just sort of relaxing, waiting out the time before.
Liz, I don't know what I said. And I am sorry that I said it, but the problem is I don't remember what it was. That's not meant to be an excuse. That I am genuinely sorry that I said whatever it is that I said, and I don't know how to quite apologize for that, because I know I did something wrong, but it's hard to make an apology seem sincere when you don't know exactly what happened.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry, that was me, not Liz. Okay. I
like until
feel
I was
literally the exact same way about everything.
okay, cause like up until I had the Babbitt, like I think I didn't really sober up until I was about like 180 feet off the ground.
Uh-huh.
So like I have a rough idea of everything that happened that night, but like the specifics of any conversation are kind of just completely gone.
And I have a rough idea of whatever happened those 6 months, but the specifics are gone.
Okay, I'm gonna Okay. I mean, yeah, there's something I was mad about there, you do remember, but it's completely aside, and like I don't want to make this about that, because that just feels like would be a shitty thing for me to do in the middle of an apology. So let's not make it about that. I just want to be clear that I feel bad for what I did here, and not make it about any of the stuff between you and me that happened before or even after the okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now we gotta deal with this fucking Babbitt for like 3 days.
Yeah. I mean,
I duct taped his mouth shut, so we have to remember to undo that to feed him.
Yeah, that'll be fine. We can remember to feed him.
Okay. I might forget. Yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to get through that. I purposely didn't review the previous episode's audio before we went to this because I'm like, Amy's drunk. Amy's not going to be complete. The vague memories of everything that happened should be like exactly the perfect state of mind for me going to. So like when Babbitt said that, Trey was shocked because I had forgotten. Like, yeah. I kind of remember now as the player, but I had completely forgotten that had happened.
Yep. It was that Liz sucks and also sucks in bed. Okay. So I don't have any complications set for the next 3 days. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, whenever it's time to go, I'm gonna completely duct tape Babbitt to the top of the tonneau cover.
Okay.
So he can ride on top of the closed bed outside the truck.
All right, and so the tear opens, and we drive on through, and next. Whoever's ever doing the next session can deal with Babbitt.
Oh, end of story. Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Feywild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Feywild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters, and you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.